VMware, we have a massive focus on diversity and inclusion, and it's not for us ever been a box-ticking exercise around meeting targets. For us, it's been at the core of what we recognise as driving innovation is having a diverse set of views. If I get a bunch of those together into a team, I get an amazing set of results that's continually innovating and challenging each other with new viewpoints, as opposed to the traditional method, which is hire a bunch of people that look like me to sit next to me and come up with ideas, right? I'm really excited, especially as the father of two daughters, to watch an industry such as IT realize that diversity is so important to progress and so important to innovation. And exactly as you say, your innovation came from the fact that you've got an interesting background. To be fair, you've got a psychiatry background?
Psychology, yeah. I did psychology for nearly a decade. For reasons unknown, I left Scotland and I thought, you know what, I'm going to do IT. So I did IT, set up a tech company, did that for a while, and then thought, you know what, let's just do some media around this, because I seem to spend half my time just speaking to people around technology, which is far more interesting sometimes than doing it. You get to see different companies doing different things, and it's not just startups, it's the big companies as well. They're all trying things. Financial services, they want to try this and try that. How do they make their life easier? And it really sometimes is about profit, sometimes it's about communication, and sometimes it is just about making people's lives a lot easier.
My job is to go out and see and talk to people doing interesting, amazing things, and share with them the interesting and amazing things we're doing, and then come back to our R&D organisation and share with them the amazing and interesting things that our customers are doing. And that's the whole point. My days are never the same, and I get to talk to interesting people like yourself, and every conversation is a chance to learn. Because of that breadth of knowledge that helps drive a thinking that is innovative, we have an internal process for promoting people to principal architect and then chief technologist. And for me, the difference between sort of a principal architect and a chief technologist is vision. I have to be able to say, okay, fine, I want to be able to ask someone like that, what's your vision for where this market is going in so many years? And that requires a breadth of knowledge, but also an innovative way of thinking and looking at things. And you're right, I can totally understand where you came from into getting to this, because it's fun going out learning about this stuff all the time.
You're talking to customers every day and you're talking to clients every day. How are they getting this transformation thing?
What's making us successful right now is we're helping our customers embrace and operationalize new technology. We're doing innovative stuff at the edge. I'm working on some edge projects now, and what's the smallest I can run our stack on, and can we push it to the edge, and how running it in cars and running it in submarines and all manner of wonderful places. And again, customers are able to do new things because they've got this one globally consistent infrastructure. A lot of the barriers to using new technologies is they're missing the skill set. If you want to look at what we're doing, we're almost, I suppose, packaging and helping them through that gap to enable them to use that technology to then be innovative themselves.
I read through your paper and it says only 40% of companies have really embraced the digital transformation. I can't remember the buzzword it used. Do you think that's quite reflective? Are companies going to adopt this, or is it adopt or perish?
People that I think have got it most are the people that have actually realized that they have to have a user-focused stance in what they're doing. And I think that's probably the key thing here. We've had organizations that for years have been looking at, how do I align IT with the business? How do I modernize my data center or whatever? But actually, the real ones have realized that that's user-driven. It's the users that are driving the change. It's the users that want IT in the first place. If you go to customers and say, look, I'm going to give you an ability to have a user-focused and a user-driven use of technology in your organization, and provide you with the platform to enable that in an easy way that's easily operationalized, and you can embrace these new technologies, that's where people start having exciting conversations with you.
I remember back in the day, I remember going to see this company, and there was only 200 people, and they had the IT department, and the IT department was saying, well, in order to make one change on our IT system, it would take about 6 months. So they wanted to put, just how far back this was, but Internet Explorer 6 to Internet Explorer 7. Yeah. You'd have to put the proposal together, put it through, it'd have to go to a board meeting, it would have to go to a meeting. It'd take about 6 months, and there would be about 300 meetings that go with it. And I just thought, even then I thought, you're not moving with the times, guys, come on.
So Andrew, that's been great. Thanks very much for coming and doing another Carpool, or a Carpool with me, and having a lovely time driving around Staines in the rain.
Thank you for taking my electric car virginity.